Hey, so what's up guys, this is Chronic Rush HD and welcome to episode 1 of my Call of Duty Black Ops 2 weapon guide. And today we're going to be looking at the Micro Tavor or MTAR, which is a fully automatic combat assault rifle unlocked at level 4. So you can use it straight when you unlock Creator Class. So let's get into some of the history of this gun. The country of origin was Israel. The manufacturer is Israeli Weapons Industries, or IWI for the abbreviation, and it was first introduced in 2001. So let's get into some of the stats of the gun. First, we're going to have the damage. The max damage is 40 and minimum damage 24, which is quite high for, it's got to be one of the highest damages for a fully automatic assault rifle in that class. Its range is moderate, its penetration is average. Its rate of fire has the second highest rate of fire with 750 RPM. And some of you may know what is the first, which is the Type 25, which has, I believe, 900 RPM. So, but it does have reduced damage to counterbalance this out. So, its recoil, you'll find, is moderate compared to the other assault rifles, and it will tend to move vertical. So go up if you fire a whole clip into your enemy, and its aim time is averaged with 250 milliseconds. Its reload time from empty is 2.49 seconds, so it's not fastest, but it's in the middle. It's not the slowest either. The mag size is average with 30 rounds, and using the extended mags attachment will go up to 40. Its start supply is 4 magazines. So in total, without extended mags, you'll have 120 rounds, and with you'll have 160. And its iron sights they're easy once you get used to them. They do block out a bit of sight, but you should be fine once you use them. So let's get into, that's all the boring stats and stuff done. Let's get into some of the, what I found about this gun. So from this gun, I found out that it's got to be one of the better assault rifles in its class. However, assault rifles aren't really used much in this game anymore, just because the maps seem to be smaller, and the submachine guns just seem to dominate over every other class. So, however, I do find the MTAR is a very good gun. So I have used it a lot. I have gold camo on it, which doesn't take that long, but you still get enough feedback and experience from using it. So, what can I say positives about this gun? Well, it's got a pretty high damage compared to its rate of fire, so you should be able to use this gun in most maps with its kind of high, second highest rate of fire in the fully automatic assault rifles, and it's got one of the highest damages. Also, I found one of the negatives of this gun to start off with had to be the iron sights. I had to probably use a red dot at first, and I tried to get used with the iron sights, and you can actually get used to them, and this gun will perform very well. There's nothing much else to say about this gun. It's got average stats across the board. Reload time is fine. It's got a good starting supply of ammo. It's got a nice fire rate, a nice damage, and its recoil really isn't that much. It tends to be vertical, which is quite easy to handle, to counteract with moving your fingers and stuff. So this gun I found was really easy to use, and probably one of the best guns to start using, because you can unlock it at level 4 straight from Creator Class. So it's got to be one of the first guns you use on, let's say, some of the bigger maps. Because when I say Prestige on some of the smaller maps, I'm going to use the MP7 because you can unlock that straight away, and that is one really good gun. Whereas on like the larger maps like Turbine, or if I want some variation with using some of the assault rifles, I would use the MTAR. And the Type 25 I believe is also really good. So if you're not sure about using this gun, I'd recommend using it, just trying it. You may not get used to it straight away, but just give it some time and you should be over it. Should be fine eventually. So let's get into my favourite class for this gun. So I'll get down with the perks first. I normally tend to run these same perks over and over again, which is Ghost, Toughness, and Dexterity. Also, if you want to use, say, another perk, use perk 1 Greed and use Lightweight. That's another class I tend to use. So let's get into some of the attachments. I would use a primary gunfighter, which, if you don't know, allows you to use 3 attachments. So I would use the suppressor. That's a very good attachment nowadays, just because people can spam the UAVs. Suppressor, fast mag, and what's it called? Foregrip. So these 2 setups seem to be very good for me, I find. Also, if you don't really want to use a suppressor, because sometimes I feel like the suppressor seems to reduce the damage and also makes it harder for enemies to come towards you, take the suppressor off and use such as the laser sight, or if you're finding trouble with the iron sights, use the reticle, such as the red dot, reflex sight. Sorry, reflex sight is a really good on this game. It just helps use the guns which have really bad iron sights. And to start off using this gun, I would recommend using the reflex sight. So after every episode of this, I'm going to rank each of the guns in a ranking. So the assault rifle ranks should be on your screen now, and you'll see that I've positioned the MTAR in 2nd, and I won't tell you the other ones until I've covered every other single assault rifle. So I hope you guys found this useful. Hope you use the classes, and put all the feedback in the comments. This has been Chronic Rush, and I'll speak to you later, guys. Adios!